Like any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Stop your whining.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch the screen.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Looks to throw side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The throw over the middle taken in, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers. If they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Grant. That'll be a 45 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Taylor. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Yeah. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lined up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Shit.
Hey, lock it. Slide.
Now again, right side. It's Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Five.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
No. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, Delta. On the go.
Back to throw now on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. There, this is caught. It's Parker. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. And the grab by Croft. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Grant on the return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Down.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
I know you felt that one.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
I'm coming for you, son. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Leo. Deep grip.
Taylor. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
We go. Bravo. 10-2, sir.
Hey, here I come.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Check 50, check 50. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, switch gears. Check.
5.
On second down, it's Taylor. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, keep it up.
From midfield, here's Allen. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Allen. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And here's Allen on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 12, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Bills send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put him in command before intermission. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready? 60 or. I got you, boy. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Grant. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up 2nd down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
Switch. Deuce. Watch the edge.
80 weapon.
They run with Taylor. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey!
Mike's 50. We own them. Joker.
Ready?
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. He's checking. Crash.
Cut.
The give to Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On play action, they'll throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills get a bit closer. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Go on, go on.
Rush in, rush in. Check three, check three. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check 52.
Check 31, check 31. Check 43.
Now.
On first down, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Army. Kill.
Hey, turn it up. Get it.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On the right side open is Gesicki. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
They'll look to throw here. He finds Taylor, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And that just enough to get it done.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Operating from the red zone now. Allen eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now in Miami. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Second and goal from the 1. Allen going to throw. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills cut into that lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Fair.
Check 13. Check 13. Shift.
Wide. Give it up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Dolphins on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before, because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now Allen. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now Allen to try again after the pick-6. He's going to go deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 78 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. We'll get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Out, 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 out. Check, hey, lock it. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, hey, high 7, 61, matchbox lights.
49, guys. Mike.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a deep blow there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend. Have some fun. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Under 10.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
60 Pittsburgh.
Be a long day for you. You go tight.
General West. You got tight.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
For The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Dolphins, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, pull on the wrist, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, I'm in the wrist. I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist, my bitch you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist.